Hi, my name is Brian. I've been a patient of Dr. Simon Rosenberg for just under a year now. And I have to tell you, going to his office a year ago was probably one of the best things I've ever done. I've been to several dentists in the past, and like anybody else, it's a nerve-wracking experience, especially when you don't get the level of care that you deserve. Visiting his office for the first time really was an eye-opener to me. The level of care that the assistants, that the receptionist, that the doctor gives to each patient is unlike anything I've ever seen before. For the first time in my life, I realized what it's like to be really taken care of as a patient, and seeing a sincere doctor, a sincere dentist in this case.
You know, I see that you have some older silver fillings, and the dentist actually did a very good job. Those have been fine. My area of concern is that you have some brand new decay. So again, as we showed you last time, flossing will be absolutely important in taking care of those things. Again, we have some small fillings, and with the Waterlase, we'll be able to treat those without even the need for a shot in most of my patients. Luckily, you don't need any large restorations, and we can use either composite or do small CEREC inlays if you wish.
I have walked into places and there have been people that were a nervous wreck, fearing the pain that they may go through while they're sitting in the chair. And a doctor or a dentist doesn't really reassure them and make them comfortable. Whereas in this office, I've seen nervous people walk through the door and an assistant will say, "Take my hand," or "Take my arm, and let's walk together and everything is going to be okay." And the level of comfort that I see come on over people's faces is just so reassuring that you're going to be taken care of here. I've watched people leave and an assistant will say, "You know, this person was like a mother to me," or "I absolutely love this person. She's wonderful. Oh, she's been visiting us for 8 years and she's great," or "He's fantastic. I know his family. I've seen his kids. I've watched him kind of grow up with us." Dr. Rosenberg's been in business for about 30 years now, and I finally understand why people will come back to a particular place. With me, for example, after sitting with the hygienist and she took x-rays and pictures of my mouth, Dr. Rosenberg came over to me and explained what was actually wrong, showing me on my very own x-rays what was happening and what needed to be done and what I can do to prevent further problems from occurring. When I went back to his office, he explained that his latest equipment, which is absolutely unbelievable, I've never seen anything like it. Pain-free dentistry is an understatement for this equipment that he has. He sat with me and explained that he doesn't use the old-fashioned or commonly used drill, but he used the Biolase Waterlase system, which never makes contact on your teeth. He used it to break up the filling that I previously had, which was silver fillings, by the way, and you didn't even need Novocaine for this procedure. He broke up the old filling without actually drilling or touching my teeth with the equipment, and then he ended up replacing it with porcelain fillings. So my teeth are no longer filled with silver, but actually white, which is a really nice thing to do. I was a little self-conscious years ago with walking around with some silver fillings. Even though I took care of my teeth, cavities occurred, and finally having some porcelain fillings is really nice to have. I am more confident with my smile. After him using the Biolase Waterlase system, we then used the CEREC machine to recreate a tooth right while I was in that visit, which was unbelievable. He took x-rays of my mouth and then pulled me aside again and said, "Take a look at this." He showed me his computer, and with the 3D imaging of my teeth, he ended up recreating a tooth right in the other room. I mean, this machine just put this whole tooth together within a matter of moments. I never had to leave to reschedule. I was there, one-time visit, And sure enough, I had a tooth that was ready to go back into my mouth to fill the filling, to fill the space in my mouth that he made with using the Waterlase system. By the end of the day, I was totally impressed because, like anybody else, I was nervous of the pain that I might feel. And Dr. Rosenberg reassured me and said, everything's going to be fine. At the end of this, you can go about your very business and not have to wait for pain to kick in, which was a total shock to me. With every experience I've ever received in a dental office after getting a cavity filled, when the Novocaine wore off, I had pain within a matter of hours. And I couldn't eat within a matter of several hours. And for the first time in my life, which was really the deal breaker for me, which is really why I wanted to come back, and I do come back over and over, whenever something is worked on, and especially that day, when I asked Dr. Rosenberg, okay, is that it? And he said, yeah. He explained to me that I can eat right away, and I was shocked. Within an hour, within less than an hour from getting out of the chair, I was able to eat and have a very big, fulfilling meal without worrying about making the filling come loose. When I walked out of that office, the pain never set. And to me, that's worth everything. For me, when you find a doctor, such as Dr. Rosenberg and his assistants and the overall staff, it's such a heartwarming feeling because you finally know that you're in good care and that they are sincere with what they do. I can't explain how many times I've been to a place where a doctor just does not seem like they're interested in their patients, and it is a nerve-wracking feeling. It's a sad feeling because everybody deserves the finest of care. And coming into this office for the first time in my life, I experienced what everybody should be experiencing. So please do yourself a favor and come to Dr. Rosenberg. It is absolutely worth it, and the level of care that you receive there is unmatchable. I've also gotten my teeth whitened through Dr. Rosenberg, which has been a wonderful experience. All my life I've always wanted whiter teeth, and even though I brushed my teeth several times a day, they were never as white as I'd like them to have been. And Dr. Rosenberg took an impression of my teeth, and within that very same day, I went home, I tried on this kind of cap that goes over my teeth. I slept with it, and within 8 hours later, I saw an incredible difference within the level of color and just brightness that my teeth had experienced. It was fantastic, and each night for several weeks, I've tried that out, and the intensity of whiteness that has come through is just wonderful. Everyone has complimented me on my teeth now. Just like to say thank you to Dr. Rosenberg and his staff. You guys are incredible, heartwarming, genuine people, and I love you guys. And thanks for helping me take even better care of my teeth. I'll see you in 6 months.